Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey. So glad to see you here today. Here we are for a few more rounds on the cheetah. Hello friends, and how's everybody doing today? Hopefully great. I believe I'm going to put that there for now, and we have 3 rows of just straight on throughs. Just single crochet, working my way through. So, hopefully everyone's weekend was wonderful, and we got to do some relaxing stuff and got some stuff done. Because I know, get a little bit of relax time and then some time to do things we need to do. I've been hard at work at these projects. Starting to slowly sew some of them together. I seem to not be able to find my orange ball I usually keep my needles in, so I'm on a bit of a search for that. Don't worry, I do have more needles. It's not that, it's just I'd like to know where it went. It's not where I thought I left it. That's a little unusual. Alright. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about this particular yarn. I'm not crazy about it. It's definitely not going to be on my favorite list. It's okay. It's okay. I'm sure a lot of people love it. I'm just not finding it to be something that I want to go with. I do like the color though, and the name of it, Orange Crush. Super cute. I'm supposed to be hitting like -10 here, which is crazy cold. -10, -15 again. Hoping my African Violet will hold up to that, because it's been, when I first got it, it had a ton of leaves and it was really healthy, and a lot of them have died over these cold months. I've moved it to being a little more directly under my ring light, which I use quite often, because it takes up way less power than my other lamps. There we go. But it seems to be producing a bit of growth from it. I've got some nice, beautiful, really bright green baby leaves on it, so that gives me hope. There we go. It's like a little basket, a little orange basket. Doing the rounds. Started a interesting little mystery with, I don't know which country it is, so I'll just say Asian. It could be Korean, it could be Chinese. I keep mixing the two up. Sorry. No offense to anybody from either one of those lovely countries. I'm just here for the stories. This one in particular, the main character, her husband dies on an exploding boat 4 years earlier, and she's been holding down the fort since. But it's revealed very quickly that he told her in a text message that if something happens to him, to pretend that she knows nothing about it. I thought that was kind of cool. So I'm kind of curious what's going on. So she's trying to figure out a mystery about her parents being accused of embezzling, and also her beloved husband suddenly dying. Now his brother just showed up 4 years later who looks so much like him. I'm like, well, I'm thinking it's kind of obvious that it's him. The husband, I mean, coming back. Who knows? But I'll be watching that. Something different, I guess. Some business intrigue and murder. Seems a little spicy. Not bad having something to watch while you're crocheting, or something interesting to listen to. That's always very, very appreciated. Because if not, I end up with a wandering mind, and that happened on my weekend videos. My mind just kept wandering into my stitches and just staring at them. I'm still making them. I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do, but my brain's just like, bleh. Oh, and the miscounting on Sunday there with the pink and white ice cream kids top. Alright. Apparently the mistake was made the row below at the very beginning, which makes no sense. So how did I finish that row, count it like 3 or 4 times, and still not figure it out? Your guess is as good as mine. So I had to go all the way back today to fix that. And now that the clusters, like the in-between the V stitches, are up to 29, 30, because I did one off camera there, 30 stitches, that's taking a little bit longer, right? And I haven't even started my Easter stuff yet. Or about 4 more projects I gotta start this week, probably, to get some movement forward. Other projects are moving along quite nicely and getting some work done. I put a little bit of Gary the Snail together this morning. I'm not ready to show it yet because I just don't want to show how I put one piece together. It took me a couple hours because I kept on changing my mind on how to do the stitching. I think I made it as neat as possible. And I'm going to have to figure out how to keep the eyes from flopping. So I have to do a little experimenting, which is fine. Because it just gives you how to make the pieces, but not how to put them together. So this is all left up to me, and I will definitely get on that right away. But I'm not going to push myself. I got a little frustrated with trying to put the shell on. I was not able to place it the way I wanted to. I know what I need to do, but for some reason I just couldn't get it to work today, so I just put it away. I said, no thanks. I'll come back to you. The brown bear just has to have his ears and his arms put on. All the pieces are finished. And then it's just one more to go, which I'll probably start in the next day or so. And that one has color changing, so I have to be very careful. And black yarn. So it's black and white. And it has a little bit of differences. So that's going to be a different project. Similar, but different. And this guy, I swear, is going to be my biggest one, so I'm really hoping to get a little more down the road with him this week. So If you see him a couple times in the video, it's because I'm trying really hard to, at the very least, get all pieces done as soon as possible, because sewing is the tougher part for me. So if I can get all my pieces together, I can take my time and take, an hour a day or 2 hours and sew a few things. Because I'm really trying to improve my sewing techniques. So I've been watching a couple videos, I've been trying things, so things take a little bit longer in that part of things, so if I can get through the actual construction of the pieces I need, I'm able to spend a little more time on the embroidery and sewing. I know I'm not the only person that feels that their sewing is sloppy, so I gotta find better ways of hiding the yarn, stitching, so it looks a little more streamlined. My husband really wants me to start selling a few pieces here and there, just to maintain my yarn collection for myself. I'm probably within 6 months probably going to want to get another box of stuffing, so self-sustain my addiction, you know what I mean. But I'm not uncomfortable with my sewing techniques. They're getting better as I go along. Just means my kids get a lot of practice pieces, and that's okay. They don't mind. As my son says, all my crochet pieces have their own personalities, a unique touch that he really likes. I think he's just a sweetheart. Okay, so the next row, we're going to decrease 1 and then single crochet 6 times. Oh, 6 single crochets. I understand. So go one, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, this. Count them, 6. Alright, looking gorgeous. I am really excited about this project. I've gotten a lot of these all from the same site, and they are kind of more of a medium skill level. I still don't like that. That may be something I may never ever get over. Oh well, it is what it is. I started it this way and I'm already quite far, so I'm not going to backtrack. 22, 23, 24, that's 3 rows. So another 3 rows to lengthen. This is some squeaky yarn. I've never really had a yarn squeak like this. I don't know if my microphone's picking it up, but there's quite a bit of squeak to this one. You can see I'm not really like pulling the tension crazy tight. It's firm. But up in here I got quite a bit of squeaking going on. Oh, there's one. I wonder why. Maybe it's something to do with how the yarn is actually made. It makes it extra squeaky. I mean, who knows? And yes, we are rolling around to the end of the first row. Here we go. Also, on a side note, I have now hit 153 subscribers. I would just like to take a moment and say thank you for joining me. I am really, really excited that other people are joining me on my crochet journey, crafting, whatever. I'm so undecided. But either way, it's really nice to hopefully be added to your collection of crafters or creators, whatever, that keep you company, craft along with you, hang out. Anyways, 153 subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing. I will never really make a big deal out of it, but I just wanted to say my appreciation, and that's it for today, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye, friends.